Hi, everyone. I've never done an interview before, ever. But I believe this is important enough because my heart was moving me towards something that could actually change your life forever. I met a guy 20 years ago. His name's Don Kostler, who was a client and turned into a friend. And a few months ago, he reached out to me and said that he randomly ran into two young ladies in California who have this incredible story. And he said, I want you to meet them and I want you to talk to them. So I went on their website, which is called catchsomeair.com. And I learned this incredible story that I'm going to share with you in just a moment. But more importantly than that, when we were trying to get together, ironically, they were going to be in Las Vegas the same time I was going to be in Las Vegas. So when you look at life, it's funny how things just kind of fall into play. So I invited them up to my hotel room, which I know sounds horrible, but we wanted to come in and do a quick understanding of what it is that they're doing and how it can impact you in your life. We have in the room here with us two amazing people. Brianna, say hello.
Hello.
And Kristine.
Hi.
Okay, so I'm going to encapsulate quickly the story, and I'd love for you guys to kind of share into it. So she was diagnosed with what type of cancer?
With leukemia.
With leukemia. But I knew leukemia, but there was a special long name.
Yeah, it's acute lymphocytic leukemia, so it's mostly in pediatric patients.
Pediatric patients, and the doctor said that if you did not go in 2 days before, you would have been pretty much gone. Wouldn't have made it. Mm-hmm. And the sad part of this also is you lost your brother, or both these are your sisters, so you lost your brother when he was 15.
Yeah.
And so this is not great news, right?
No.
So you go into the hospital, they start treatment, and emotionally, how does that impact you?
It was a struggle, kind of just fear at the beginning for a lot of it because I had already seen my brother go through it and he didn't make it, so automatically my mindset is like, am I going to make it through this? How is this going to work? Is my family going to be okay? Because I already watched them go through it once and I didn't want to see them have to go through that again.
At that point, it's essentially saying, how do we keep spirits up? Because do you believe attitude drives a huge difference in healing?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, the biggest part for me was like staying positive and keeping my mindset good because I knew if my mindset was bad, then I would feel bad and then it would get worse from there. So me and my sister Brianna were just always finding ways to stay positive during it and keep our spirits up.
And so how did you do that?
So, kind of a unique way, we brought white t-shirts to my hospital bed and Sharpies, and I would just doodle positive things on my clothes, and then I would wear them, and it was just a reminder every day of things to like stay positive. And then we started giving them to the kids I was treated with, and that made us even happier because giving was the best thing during that. And then our doctors and nurses said, you should make this a business.
And so literally you took this concept of, I just want to survive, I want to be happy, and Brianna and you just would doodle and draw things on shirts and you would give them to other children at the hospital because then you're making them happy as well. Yeah. That gave you a sense of purpose. That gave you something that's feeding your soul to help you heal, correct? Exactly. And by the way, this is one of their shirts that's called Do Good, and I love it. I have another one from you guys that says Catch Some Air. Yeah. And I believe you said Catch Some Air came from a saying that your grandfather used to do when he would tell the negative things to go away.
Kind of like get out of here, telling the negative things to go away and stay happy. And so yeah, we use that for kind of the rough stuff in life. So.
Now, are your shirts part of your program as well?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Live life. I love it. Oh, I see the what do you call that? The hot air balloon. And then I choose kindness, hope, joy, compassion, peace. They have a message, and that to me was so different and unique than what you might see out there a lot of times where people just want to have advertising, on there. Now, I want to ask you something else. There was something else that really pushed you through, and what was that?
That was one of the big things was when we watched TV, we would always turn on Ellen. And so it was always positive and happy and kind of inspired us to do good and be kind and to give. And
you had a big cutout.
Yeah, we would bring it everywhere. She came to like some of her chemos and spinal taps. So.
We got a little crazy with it.
So Ellen's been in cancer treatment.
Yes.
And then now here she is. She's live. And this is actually, because it's hard to carry a cutout Ellen with you everywhere. Yeah. So you created your own travel size Ellen. Hi, Ellen.
This one came skydiving with us.
Yep.
Well, Ellen, have you enjoyed their journey? Yeah, see? And here's the cool thing is Paddle Ellen has gone skydiving with you.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the neatest thing when I was reading on your website is like, I'm not afraid of dying. I'm afraid of not living.
Yeah.
And that's kind of this whole message for you guys is go out there and live life to the fullest.
And do good.
And do good. And know that we can make a difference. And know that, I mean, what are the odds, if you think about it, that here's a guy that I've known for 20 years who randomly runs into you while he's walking his dog. You strike up a conversation. He tells me, I buy a shirt. I'm starting to tell people. I love the message, love the story. And then we happen to be in Vegas at the same time. It's serendipitous.
It's kind of a lot of things we've been doing. It's just like that, because when you're doing good things and on the right path, it seems like everything just kind of lines up and comes together, and it's really cool to see.
So we have 2 goals for you guys. Goal number 1, and this is a big one. We need to get on Ellen. Who out there knows Ellen? Because your story could just change the lives of so many people. Number 2, we need people to know about your website so they can support it. And it's not about a handout. It's truly about living the brand, and that's a powerful thing. It's called catchsomeair.com, and I would encourage everyone to go and check out the swag and the products that they have out there. But it's funny that you've already created a 6-figure business with the whole concept of it's not about making money. It's about driving revenue to give more to other people.
Yeah.
And have you noticed that the more you give, the more it keeps coming back?
Yeah, for
We've
sure.
seen that time and time again.
Just this last year, a couple months ago, we got back from a trip. We were able to take 10 kids going through cancer to Disneyland, and their families, their siblings, their parents. So it ended up being like 50 people. And it was just amazing to get them out of the hospital, doing something fun together, connecting. And that's our favorite part about what we do is just connecting these families and bringing some happiness through those hard situations.
Wow.
And,
do you have any messages for anybody out there that is going through this in their life, no matter what their age?
Definitely just to stay positive and always be thankful and have really like lean on your family and your friends.
I think sometimes we forget the power of we can say prayer, or really even the power of self-thought, and the power of having someone that truly is there for you, because at the end of the day, you know, only thing that really matters when we close our eyes the last time are the memories and the relationships and the legacy. And ladies, you're creating this legacy that's going to live forever, and it's already started. So what a great purpose. Thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you for having us. So fun.
This is awesome.
I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Catchsomeair.com, folks.